Hey, what's up, everybody? It is Holy Joe Rock and Roll coming at you live and unscripted. It is March 20th, Tuesday, 2018, and it is freaking cold, minus 5 degrees centigrade, which I believe is around 23 degrees Fahrenheit. This winter in Europe has been intensely cold. Started out pretty mild, I would say, maybe slightly above average temperatures, and it got increasingly cold. And look, this is March 20th. End of March is supposed to start spring, and there's snow on the ground and it's freezing weather. Some of my trees, the apple trees, cherry trees, already had started to blossom, and I'm really afraid that the whole harvest may be gone. Same thing happened to me last year with the grapes, and I don't know if that's going to happen this year. But speaking of winter is just eventually going to end. And I'll do an update on my global warming versus climate change versus new ice age thesis, which I now have new evidence, new scientific, empirical evidence to show that in fact we are entering a cooling period because of the CO2 in the atmosphere, because of the previous warming, even if it was very, very minor episodes, let's say, or the time, whatever. But forget about that. That's an aside. Forget about that. Winter's going to end, and we'll be in spring. And what I saw here is some amazing new or new-ish barbecue grills. Let's check them out. So I am in OBI, which is kind of like a Home Depot or whatever. It's I guess a German parent company, OBI. And they've had these here for, I would say, at least 5 years. They started having modern American-style barbecue grills. And here's one that's supposed to be French designed. If it says designed in France, if it says designed somewhere else, it's probably made in China. Who knows? This one is pretty amazing looking. 4 burners, 2,149. These are all gas grills. This looks pretty phenomenal. Looks pretty decent quality, I would say. It's got this kind of top here. But camping gas, I never heard of these guys until this year. I don't know anything about them, but just run through these. But what I found really the most interesting, this is a Jamestown grill. This looks phenomenal, and it's $23.99, which is I guess around $800 maybe. I guess it's for pots maybe. I'm not sure what kind of grill that is or burner that is. And then you got something here, I guess, what is that, for potatoes or some other kind of thing? And then you get your main grill here. This looks like it's charcoal with also a gas hookup for these. This side could be possibly, or this one burner's, I guess it would be these two gas hookup. Pretty incredible. This is a badass thing. You gotta have a lot of room for that. $23.99, and this is probably, it's just a charcoal grill, independent. But I mean, if you're gonna have an amazing party, this is the ticket. $23.99. Look, it's $3.40 to the dollar, so I guess it's a $700 for this construction. It's not too bad. This is a little bit cheaper, a little bit smaller camping gas, but what I was talking about earlier is this Broil King. It says proudly made in North America, and they show half of a star and half of a maple leaf. So I don't know what that means. The quality seems really good. This is not. This is like aluminum. I believe it's aluminum coating on this. What do you call this? Not cast iron. Not cast iron, I guess. Top looks pretty solid, but this is kind of expensive. This is already $22.49. Just kind of comparing, pricing, $22.99 for just a 3-burner grill and 2 sidecars, 2 side tables. But this one is freaking nice. This is $1,000, $3,499 zloty. So as of today's exchange rate, I don't know. I don't know what part was made in America or what part's made in Canada or what the deal is, but this is really nice. I mean, And maybe partly the reason why it's more expensive, it's made in America, right? And they got to be a 23% VAT, 23% value-added tax automatically, whereas this French stuff, if it is made in France, it says it's designed in France, there would be no VAT between countries. Would there be? No, there would not be. There would be VAT when you sell it, but there would be no, whatever. I don't know. This one here, over $1,000, a lot of chrome, storage space for your gas tank. Again, these are really nice. These are really nice. Broil King seems to be really nice stuff. There's a small one over there for 1,000 zlotys. 2-burner gas grill. Some of the more traditional stuff that you will see around, like in the Rennick, these big pots for barbecuing or for grilling, and of course these have been here. You know, I've seen these for sale since I first got here. This is a pretty interesting one. This looks like a obviously not a gas grill, but for 500 zlotys, pretty nice grill. Although it is kind of cheap. You know, compared to the other ones, the Broil King, this is definitely cheaper. This is 1,000 zlotys, again, coal or wood. It is pretty decent quality, but it is a little bit cheaper. Grill Chef. Here's an electric one. That's pretty interesting. An electric grill, but I guess it's an option. Plenty of charcoal. And that's what they have here. Of course, OBI is not the only store that has grills. Where was I? Was this somewhere? Oh, was I in not Tesco, not Auchan, maybe Castorama. Maybe I was in Castorama, which is another like Home Depot type place like this one. And they had I think it was Castorama. They had a really nice looking grill, and it was about 1,000 zlotys, like a promotion, and it was pretty decent quality. So there's a lot of options in Poland for the springtime, and you know, Poland, there's a lot of barbecue here. It's different than an American barbecue. You know, the seasoning, the spices, and even the meat. But there's a lot of people who grill. I mean, all kinds of meats, all kinds of vegetables, whatever. It's pretty popular. So get ready for the summer. It'll eventually get here. It seems like the weather has shifted, like almost not quite a quarter, but it's like shifted a couple of months, so that the beginning of spring is really the end of winter. Well, that makes sense, but actually no, I should say winter. The winter actually moves into early spring, and the fall moves into early winter. Something like that. It seems like the months have shifted, and it's been like that for quite a while. At least, you know what I mean? The sort of traditional where it used to be, hey, you get to the end of March, and it's already springtime, right? Like an early spring. Has been in the past, but I digress. A lot of flowers here, fresh flowers. There's even like a tangerine trees you could buy, real fruit, little baby miniature tangerines. A lot of flowers. So a lot of greenery stuff that you can buy in the garden part of the store. But it is freaking cold here in Poland, and also most of Europe, and I know the North America got hit by some blizzards. So this whole idea of global warming, it's a myth, and I'm not even convinced that CO2 traps the heat. And we know that the ozone layer was a bogus myth, because the ozone layer there is no ozone layer, it's the ionosphere. And what happens in the ionosphere? Light, energy from the sun, interacts with molecules of our atmosphere, known as ionization. It's a natural process, and it splits molecules. Okay, it splits water vapor into H2O, into H and O2, or O and OH, and when it splits them, those are unstable particles which then are desperate to join up with their whatever, and they reform. They reform into either oxygen or water or hydrogen gas. So anyhow, science, baby. Science. You believe in evolution, but you don't believe that there's two genders? That's not science. That's idiocracy. All right, Holy Joe Rock and Roll, signing off. Coming up with some Easter flowers here for the Easter Bunny. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. This has been Holy Joe Rock and Roll, reminding you to always make it happen for the captain, because you're the captain. Just leaving the store and I see this grill on promotion, 2,499 or 2,500 zlotys. This is beautiful, man. I mean, this is a grill chef. So we saw maybe a little bit lesser quality models inside before. This is freaking nice, man. What is that? Like, again, $600-700. It's pretty damn nice. 3 big burners, plus you can have a coal, I guess, whatever, you know, charcoal over here, storage for your butane and whatever else. Oh, wow, even a beer bottle opener built in. I like these when they got the burner for whatever, cooking something on a pot. Pretty decent. This is pretty decent quality right here. This is a little bit cheap, but whatever. You get what you pay for, right? Temperature gauge. Oh wow, yeah, for the charcoal, the exhaust chimney. Pretty nice. There are a lot of options here, baby. Let's get ready for summer. Pray for summer.